Okay, awesome. It is working. So I'll just put that together. All right. So everyone has to work. Now, if you're not working because you have a disability or something happened in your life and you cannot work, that's getting paid somehow. Someone is working and someone is paying for that no matter what. All right. So there's no such thing as a free lunch. Now, let's break down a work day. All right, so they're around 24 hours in a day. Some days have less, some days have more. To be honest with you, the most common full-time work schedule is 8 hours of work. That's the most common. That's what I work. I work 8 hours plus time for lunch. I do not get lunch. Sometimes I do get lunch, but most of the time I fast until 12. So example of a 24-hour period including a work schedule is wake up at 6 a.m. Yes, that's what I do. From 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., you get 2 hours to eat breakfast, get ready for your work, commute to work. That's about what I do. I drive to King City every day, almost every day, in Greenfield every day. Um, and then you work 8 hours. So you work 30-minute, you work and then you get a 30-minute lunch break. And then from 4:30 to 10 p.m., that's when you have time to do your chores, talk to your dog, play with your dog, do all that cool stuff. And then from 10 to 6 a.m., you get your 8 hours of sleep. All right. So mine's a little different, and your guys' is a little different as well. To be honest with you, I do not get 8 hours of sleep. Most times I get around 6 or 7 and I feel just fine. I look a little tired. If you want to see my face, I look a little a little more tired than I should today because I didn't sleep well last night. As you can see my face. But I want you all to realize that anywhere between 6 to 8 hours of sleep is okay. But I coach baseball as well. All right, so from 3:30 to around 7, I'm also coaching baseball. So my day is a little longer than the average day, and I deal with it because I do what I love. All right, so let's go over what I would like you to do. That was a little brief um, introduction of what I would like. So the objectives of today's project, this is going to be due on Friday, is to examine career information located while performing career research, evaluate career information found in career research, and then write an academic research paper related to your career. Everything's very, spelled out. I'm going to skip down to, well, actually, I'm going to show you where you can find your research. So once you click this link, the bls.gov, it's going to take you to this website. All right. So you can choose any career that you have interest in. Say if you want to be a nurse practitioner. I think that's how you spell it. If you want to become a nurse practitioner, as you can see, they make a lot of money. They make $107,460 per year or $51 per hour. That's great. So nurse practitioners are individuals that like to work closely with people with ailments, ailments being disease or they can't walk correctly, so they need help. Um, and this is, well, a career that requires you to deal with a lot of blood and stuff like that. I don't personally like this. If you want to become a nurse, this may be a good career for you, but I'm showing you all the website. All right. So this is where you're going to find most of your research. Okay. So what they do is here. Their tasks, all right, and job duties is here. their work environment. So the work environment that they where they work is most likely in hospitals or healthcare facilities, um, and they work very hard. And it's a nurse isn't just meant for females. I know a lot of males that are nurses as well. Then it tells you how to become one, how to become a nurse, right? This is going to be in your research. And then the pay. This is what a lot of us, no thanks, this is what a lot of us care about the most, right? How much do nurse practitioners make? They make above 100K a year. So how long do they work? What kind of uh, days do they, or what kind of hours do they have to put in? So that's where you can find it here in pay and job outlook, right? So job outlook is from 2016 to 2026. It's supposed to grow, projected to grow 31% from 2016 to 2026. It's a much faster than average um, career growth than most careers. So 31%, this is actually a good career that you guys can actually um, embark on, okay? So I want to see where I could find the amount of hours they work. Work environment. I'll let you guys play around with it. I don't want to waste your time anymore than I have to. So your title page, your research paper must include a title page. So this is a separate piece of paper that's included in your essay. I'll count it as a page, no problem. So your title page includes your career title. So my career title will be nurse practitioner, and then my name, the date in which I completed my title page, and then and then separate lines centered both vertically and horizontally on the page. Don't worry about that. It's perfectly fine. All it's asking you is to have a title, and then to have your name, either on the bottom or the side. Just not the title and then your name right on the right below it. Don't do that. But it's totally fine. You're fine. So introduction. So the intro to the career, providing a description of the career being researched. So for this one, it's just your introduction, right? So I will be researching nurse practitioners as my career topic, okay? And then some job duties or tasks that nurses do, or that nurse practitioners do, are what? And then you describe your tasks or job duties. And then the skills section, these two could be together. You describe 5 skills employees must have to perform the task of this career. And then high school preparatory courses. Describe 5 high school courses that might prepare you for employment in this career. So what types of high school preparatory courses will prepare you for this? I know biology is one of them. I know health is one of them. I know a lot of mathematics is most likely one of them. And then educational preparation. Describe any or all education beyond high school graduation required to acquire this career. So what type of school do you have to go to? Do you have to get your doctorate in order to become a nurse practitioner? I don't think so. But is there school after high school, a secondary or post-secondary school? You bet. There's definitely more education that you have to acquire before you become a nurse practitioner. And I actually know a couple of nurse practitioners. They make bank, I'm telling you. Now, tools. Describe 5 tools employees use while performing the tasks of this career. So what do you need? What do you need, right? What type of mentality do you need? Work attire. Do you wear scrubs while you are a nurse practitioner? Or do you wear blue jeans and maybe a dress or a suit? That's something you guys are going to have to research for your career. Employment hazards, right? So, what are potential workplace hazards in this career? Blood. You work a lot with blood. So, if you ingest someone else's blood that is or that has an autoimmune disease, you're screwed, right? You're gonna get sick. You're gonna get very sick because you ingested that blood, or you had blood-to-blood contact. So this is a very hazardous job. You are also exposed to hazardous material, waste material, needles, X-ray or radioactive, waste or material. So this job is extremely hazardous to the average person. We're almost done, guys. We just got four more. Personal aptitudes. Describe 5 personal aptitudes that would be beneficial to be employed in this career. So, what personal characteristic or what types of people work in this job field, okay, or this career field? So, your personal aptitudes, what type of personal traits do you feel prepare you best for this type of work? And then, workplace environment. I just went over that a little bit. Um, Nurse practitioners work in hospitals or healthcare settings. They could work in nursing homes for the old and feeble, or they could work in um, a NICU, a intensive care unit. I know I have some moms out there that have babies. Hopefully, your baby was not premature. Um, and hopefully, you don't know what the NICU is because that's a bad place for a baby. Workplace environment. We already went over that. Salary and employment statistics. So we know where to find the salary, right? Pay. We just go here. Nurse anesthetists, nurse practitioners, they make $100,910. That's something you are going to write down. And then the number of individuals employed in this career in 2008 and projected employment in the career for 2018. So we know this as well, right? So that's the job outlook. So 2016 through 2026, this is exactly what I want. Practitioners are projected to grow, or the career for nurse practitioners is projected to grow 31% from 2016 to 2026. That's 10 years. That's when you guys are going to become, of working age. Now, closing statement. Include information that you discovered while researching the career. Identify both positive and challenging characteristics of this career. You have to close your essay with more of a self-reflection. After, right, for example, after reviewing or after researching nurse practitioners, I found that I am not suitable for this type of work because I am afraid of blood. This is real. I am afraid of blood. I do not like blood at all. And I do not like touching people in a manner that requires me to touch them in weird ways, like cleaning their blood, taking their blood. I just do not like bodily fluids, well, blood. So I don't think this would be a great career for me. Something along those lines in your essay would be great. You could just wrap up everything, right? I would like to get paid like a nurse practitioner, but I'm not willing to put in the work. So, nurse practitioners, I do not see myself in that career anytime soon. So, you're not going to submit your essay here. You're going to submit it on Google Docs. Okay, if you feel like you can't submit your essay on Google Docs, I want you to write it out, and then you guys are going to either come into the library and type out your essay, or you're going to come into my classroom and type out your essay. So I think that's all for my class or my project description. So for the rest of this time, you guys are going to be able to. You guys, hold on. Okay, I got my thoughts together. You guys are going to be able to research a career that you feel is going to benefit you in the long run, okay? Financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of those things go um, into a career because, as you can see, your career takes up most of your time. I spend time with my wife, but I spend more time at work and with you guys than with my wife because she has a career as well. She's a teacher too, um, and I coach baseball. So it's totally up to you guys on what you want to research. I hope this helps you out a little bit. I know this video is very long. Hopefully I can consolidate all of this, but most of the information I gave you was pretty informational. Watch this video if you want to receive an A on this assignment. I hope you have a great day. Milton is out. Later, guys.